Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we are on part 6 of our Digimon story, Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition Nuzlocke. At time of recording, we had almost said Digimon Direct, Nintendo Direct, with some really good stuff coming our way. If you haven't seen my video where I talk about some of the things that I like about what's coming, please take a look at that. But as far as the Nintendo Direct goes today, today's question of the day is going to be, what did you enjoy the most, or are you most excited for out of what you saw in today's Nintendo Direct? If you watched my video, just going over a little discussion of it, you could tell that there was a lot that, well, I really had mixed feelings about. That I, not what, I wouldn't really even say mixed feelings. I would say more of I'm keeping an open mind. Um, just some things that they talked about that I've got to see more of before I have an opinion one way or the other. But I did end up overall enjoying it for the most part. But for what we're doing today, like I said, we are doing part 6 of the Digimon story, Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition Nuzlocke. We are on the Cyber Sleuth side of this game. This game does have uh, the two Cyber Sleuth games in it on Nintendo Switch and Steam. We are playing the Nintendo Switch version. We are currently in the Central Hospital. So far, what we have done is we tried with attempt one with our starter Terriermon, got up to this point and miscalculated on some damage and got wiped out pretty early on and had to start over. We now have our new starter, Palmon, and our first encounter for Kowloon level 1 in Coralmon. And we'll see what we get going further. We may hang out in this stream just a little bit to get a Digimon up to 100% scanned rate so we can have a second encounter. Just so we can go ahead and at least have our first full team of 3. You watched my previous parts, you know I talked about potentially switching up my role from going until they hit 200% and instead of 100, and I've kind of backtracked on that just a little bit, and solely just because I feel like not having the encounter as early on as I could is what mostly hindered the first attempt. So I'm trying to not have the second attempt, and so abruptly and early on, if we can help it. And then I do want to say, once again, thank you guys for viewing. For those of you that have viewed the other parts, the channel as a whole is now up to over, between the 5 parts and the discussion that I had about the Nintendo Direct, we're currently sitting at just over 70 views, so that's 70 different sets of eyes already looking at my channel. And I just want to say thank you for all of that. Really, like, first time doing any of this stuff, and you know, with with some more likes on the videos and some more subscribers, would that be nice? Sure, but just seeing the amount of people that are just viewing my videos right now gives me the feel that I'm moving in the right direction. I may not be right there just yet, but I feel like I'm moving in the right direction. And since it seems like I'm moving in the right direction and you guys are, kind of liking these videos, y'all seem to be grabbing more onto the face camera off and just the game, me kind of giving some commentary as I go. y'all seem to kind of be liking that format more. Those videos are starting to peak in viewership. Well, not really peak, climb. The first two parts where I had the face camera on, those seem to have peaked and not really gained any more views in the time that they've been out. So I may stick to this kind of format, at least for this playthrough. When we get to the hackers memory part, we may try the face camera again a little bit. And again, I said in one of the other parts that if I get to a part where I feel like I need to go grind off screen, then I'll go grind off screen. Unless you guys really just absolutely want to see that and see my process for grinding, I'm fine with doing that. However, me personally, think those are gonna get really boring if I do that. So personally, I would like to keep it to where I do that off screen. Unintentionally have our next encounter being Koyomon at 200% scan rate. Didn't mean for him to get over 100 like that. That just kind of happened. We're actually going to go back and go ahead and convert Koyomon. If I can get Koyomon to stop jumping out at me for 2 seconds. To apologize for the little bit of sniffles that you may hear through this. They'll have just the mildest bit of sinus stuff still going on from all the weather around me. Definitely getting a lot better though. At least I am, and my kid is. My wife, not so much. She's still kind of in the thick of it all. We're gonna go ahead and convert the. Oh, apparently I got a Papumon at some point, but I'm sure that was in Kowloon level 1. So I am actually gonna go ahead and convert that. But for the ones that I get, that I get encounters on like that, that are 2 for 1 location. Lost my train of thought there. My plan is to just load them up into one of my other Digimon. Like in this case, Papumon, technically it would be an illegal encounter. I converted it. I then loaded it into Poyomon to get the XP for it. Granted, it was only 20 XP, but it did get us a level. I guess we hit the Poyomon cheat code or something at some point, because that's all that's popping up in this digital stream. We had the one encounter of Tanamon and Motumon, the one encounter of Double Tanamon. And since we're just getting Poyomon. Not that I'm complaining, because like I've said in the previous part, the Angemon line, or Angemon line, depending on how you want to pronounce it, is one of my favorite of all time lines. Namely because it still sticks in my brain, that evolution scene when Patamon first became Angemon in the Digimon Adventure 1999 version of the anime. Here's where we're gonna see what actually happened to us. So, for those of you who haven't played this before, when we were trying to get away from the eater at the beginning of the game, we did not successfully get away from it. It did get us. We do have the Eden syndrome. That was our physical body. Somehow, we also have a digital form. Now we're about to meet a very interesting character in this, in both of these games, actually.
出ていらっしゃい。ゆうこちゃんズラバーさ
ん。As you can see, interesting character.
このリエお姉様がゆうこちゃんの保護者として責任を持って手取り足取りこなんだ誰もいない。でもゆうこちゃん別に構わないのよ。彼氏の一人や二人やサンダースくらい連れ込んでも。私それじゃあ本命の彼の様子覗きに行こっか。私たちがはい。あの人。
And we're back in the data stream. Digital network, sorry. Just want to check something really quick. Don't remember if there's anything in here yet. Yep. Go ahead and grab that medal and then we'll head up. I believe I said it the previous part, but when it comes to the medals, not only do you get money from the medal guy, you can even get special items, and in some cases you can complete certain collections of medals and get stuff like miracle meats are really hard to come by because they boost both the ABI and CAM percentage for the mods it's used on, so pretty good item to have. We'll just let another long cutscene kind of play out. I think we have a few Digivolutions that we can do. We'll try to pop over to the Digilab real fast and do those before calling this a day. This may be a little bit longer of a video, and I do apologize to anybody that got used to the shorter, roughly 20-minute long videos. This one is going to be a touch bit longer. So with it, one thing that I do like in Hacker's Memory over this one, if you've played both of these, you kind of have an idea of how the cases are done. In this one, everything's just kind of up here on the whiteboard, and it looks fine at first, but once you get to like, you know, mid to late game kind of stuff, it gets kind of messy looking. But in the Hacker's Memory, you have the BBS where it's all just kind of lined up for you. But we have accepted our first quest, and I do think we can't go to the Digilab until we have completed it. So, given that we are at 20 minutes right now on recording, we'll actually go ahead and just call this video here. I know we didn't do a whole lot in this part. We did get our third encounter. But in the next part, we'll start off with knocking out this case, and then we will head to the Digilab and see what we can Digivolve our Coralmon and our Poyomon into. But guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.